If you want to make up your own router tabletop, then we have a template that you can use for making that up. This has been CNC routed out to the exact size for our JessEm and INCRA router plates or lifts to go into. You can buy the Mdf template. All you will need is a bearing cutter. So the idea is the bearing will run along the inside of our template, and this will cut the aperture into your tabletop exactly the right size. First of all, you'll want to jigsaw out the center, leaving yourself a little ledge all the way around, about 16 to 18 millimeters wide. You either could leave that off the jigsaw, or you could move this template over, trim around the one half, move it over and trim around the other half, and then just tidy up the internal corners. To be honest, when your plate's in there, it's never going to be seen. Also, if you do route into your own top, which might be a piece of INCRA or a piece of Mdf, in time, the little grub leveling screws that are within your router plate might start to eat into the core of your Mdf or otherwise top that you might be using. What you can do is buy one of these stainless steel inserts that we have. That will sit into the base of your rebate, and then all of the grub leveling screws will come in contact with that and keep everything very accurate for the long term rather than wearing into the Mdf. I'll show you a router tabletop we made a few years ago in the workshop. I'm going to replace that now with a new router tabletop because it's beginning to see the signs of wear and tear. This is the router tabletop that I made up a few years ago. This is an 18mm Mdf with a melamine faced surface. Melamine is nowhere near as tough as the HPL or phenolic surface we've got on the other AUK tops. This one being a bit thin has tended to sag over time, and what we can't get now actually is this plate sitting level within here because this top is done to it's gone to an odd shape basically. So I'm going to replace this with one of our AUK tops, or if you wanted to make your own up again, what you could use is our Mdf template to cut out the correct size aperture. You could then put one of our stainless steel pads into there, because this one, if I just lift this plate out, the grub screws go around the outside. There's also a locking cam on this INCRA lift, but if I turn them around, I've actually put some super glue in here just to try and improve or strengthen up the Mdf because these grub screws were beginning to sit into it. Also, for this on the back of my table saw, if I were to put the sidebars on, they'd actually end up fouling with my saw here. So rather than mounting those up to the edge of this, what I would do is route in the slots. We also have available the sausage style washers, and I'd have my fence sat on here, literally, which is being adjusted within the tabletop. I can lift my fence off, put him underneath, then we've got a nice flush surface to carry on with our outfeeding or an assembly bench that we might be using within the workshop.